Our heroes have had time to relax after the battle. Flora caught up with her mother, Elspeth had some fencing lessons, and Cleo had some fun with her lab partner. And now dinner is about to happen at the Lockwoods. Will it go as planned? Hello everyone, and welcome to a Rendezvous with Destiny, our Scion actual play podcast. As ever, I am your humble GM Luce, and with me today I have...
Hi, I'm Graham, and I am playing the character of Elspeth Lockwood, the Guardian of Balder. Also humble, I think, usually.
Hi, I'm Will, and I am playing the character of Cleo Brewer, who is a hunter of Bast, and not looking forward to an awkward family dinner because she doesn't like small talk.
Hi, my name is Am. I'm playing Flora Watson, daughter of the Monkey King, and an absolute fiend for garlic bread.
Oh yeah.
One time, I was at a party, and there was a lot of alcohol, and I got very sick, but not because of alcohol, because I ate too much garlic bread.
It's very on brand.
Thank you. That's what I've put into Flora as a character.
I still think my best moment at a house party was one that was at my house, and about 1 o'clock in the morning I was like, you know what, I'm going to cook myself a full pesto pasta, and did.
I have done this kind of thing at house parties before. I've also turned up late to my own house party and made dinner, and then fed people in the vicinity bits of my dinner who were like, oh, what are you making? I'm like, oh, try it. Try it.
I think, was that the one at Halloween where you'd been edited?
Like I say, the one. I've done this multiple times.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, remember when my housemate walked in on the two of us cooking pasta really slowly?
Oh yeah,
Macleod?
slow motion pasta cooking.
Slow-mo pasta cooking.
Had a whole day out in the sun. We were very tired. And we were then moving on to somewhere else afterwards, right?
Yeah,
so...
we were cooking this pasta dish, and my housemate just walked in and just stared at us and walked out.
It's one of those
we're just
days
leaving
where...
this.
Exactly.
Whatever's going on here, I don't want any part of.
Life moves in slow motion, you know, and you just gotta roll.
I really think the moral of the story is that Italian food can solve anyone's emotional problems, which is exactly how this dinner's gonna go, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Oh dear. Still ominous.
So, you have all... Well, Elspeth was already there, but Flora and Cleo have now arrived at the Lockwoods apartment. You've been ushered in by Maria. You all have a glass of wine in hand.
Oh, thank you.
You see a table laid out. It's very, very well laid out. Multiple sets of cutlery, multiple dishes, multiple glasses. It's all very fancy.
Luce, I have a question.
Yes?
As someone who also has a takeout mum, can I roll some kind of check?
Where'd you take her?
No, Flora's mum was very much like a leftovers and takeout mum as well. So I'd like to see if there's some kind of check I can do to try and see if I realise she hasn't cooked all this.
Okay, you can roll me.
I mean, I feel the containers will give it away, but...
Oh, no. Your mum has put it into bowls.
She's plated everything, right?
She's plated everything.
Oh, she's that kind of mum. See, this is a step. This is a step
roll me
above.
cunning academics.
Okay.
Cleo can also roll this to see if she can figure out as well.
4, 5 for cunning. Academics is 1, so that's only 6.
I am not going to roll cunning academics because it would be insulting.
I got 1 9.
Aww.
And then everything else failed.
Do you think she might have grabbed the garlic bread from somewhere? But everything looks really nice and looks really homemade.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Success. It's working. The plan is working.
But yeah, she gives you these glasses of wine. It's a nice
wow,
Sauvignon
thank
Blanc.
you.
And she offers you, leads you to these places at the table, and there's a bit of starter of some salad.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
There's a mozzarella, it's like a tricolore salad with mozzarella, tomato and basil and some leaves with a balsamic dressing on the top. It's very fancy.
Mrs. Lockwood? Ma'am, you didn't need to do all of this for us. Thank you very much.
Oh, call me Maria. Please, darling, call me Maria.
Out of game, that is my mum's name, not to dox or whatever. I will not be calling her Maria, because that is weird for me.
I did not realise this before I'd named this character this name.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't name the character. I did,
Yes,
and I didn't
yeah.
realise either.
Yeah, Maria. Okay.
It just kind of
I'm
works.
gonna kind
you know?
of look at Elspeth like, can I call her by her first name?
Sort of give a slightly just perceptible nod.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, go with it.
Cool, I'm gonna
Whatever works.
just go sit down and, I don't know, would Flora be? Yeah, no, Flora's mum wouldn't have taught her manners. Flora's just gonna start eating.
Well, hey, thanks for
Maria.
putting all this together, Mrs. L.
Of course, darling. Yes. Sit down. Have some food. Would you like some garlic bread?
Flora already has half the garlic bread on her plate.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Sorry, you don't mind me asking, like, sorry, can I pour like anyone else a
Yeah,
glass of
please.
wine? And like Cleo's glass, which was full, is now empty.
This is exactly what I'm like at dinner, and I feel seen.
You do notice that Maria's glass of wine is also pretty empty as well. So yes, she sort of hands her glass over. Like, oh, that would be lovely. Thank you. Are you sure I can pour? I'm the host. I'll pour the glasses, and she pours, and it's too big. It's like very big for a standard glass of wine. It's a bit too much
past
wine.
the wide bit of the glass.
Yeah, it's just like that's too much wine. It looks weird in the glass with how much wine it is. And she just sort of nods and puts it back, and sort of starts eating her salad a little bit, and is obviously a bit nervous about everything that's going on.
So, Flora, how was your day?
It was fine. Thank you. I had some archery lessons. That was
Oh,
that was
right.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Who with? Elspeth knows, knowing the answer to this question already because you posted it in the chat.
What are Aradrin's pronouns? Because I know Luce, your character, use they them pronouns, but
They them. as
okay,
well.
cool.
Yeah.
I just want to check. She's like, their names are Ranrin. They're actually kind of cute, and I'm gonna show like a picture that she convinced them to take, where it's kind of like the ghost thing with the pottery, except she's holding the bow, and then Ranrin's like holding her shoulders in place.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no way. You getting any good in it, or how is it? I've never used a bow before. Is it difficult? It looks difficult.
I mean, Ranrin just said that I just had the upper body strength for it. It's just I feel it feels so natural.
Right.
Like an extension of your body.
And I guess they're probably a good teacher. I mean,
Yeah, oh my gosh, such, like, when a really cute person talks about something they're super interested in, and it's just suddenly the most interesting thing in the world?
yes. I mean, yeah, sure.
like that. Like, it's so easy to listen to someone who, like, is so excited about what they're talking about, and they're just so into, weaponry. It's very cool, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to reconcile cute with really into weaponry.
That's,
in that sentence,
you're so
but
right,
I
hot
see
should
where
be
you're
the
coming from.
operative word in that sentence.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it could be.
I'm kind of like
Speaking.
enjoying getting Elspeth to talk about this whilst just like occasionally side-eyeing her mum.
Maria is sitting there drinking wine and being like, yes, friends, yes, people. So you said you're learning to shoot a
Yeah.
bow?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Oh, right. I meant to say this downstairs. Sorry, guys. My mum knows about the whole heroes thing.
What heroes thing?
I know that something divine is happening with what you've got going on.
I know this sounds like a weird sort of Catholic school sex ed talk, but what she's trying to say is, my mum is aware of the whole situation.
God thing!
Yeah. And you can talk about it here. It's fine.
I'd like to kind of look at Elspeth, look at her mum, look at Cleo, and just like nod towards the photos around the apartment. I'm guessing in family photos there aren't very many or at all of a father.
No, all the photos tend to be of just Elspeth and Maria.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, your mom Knows, huh?
Possibly not in the sense that your mum knows.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
We're still putting together the pieces there.
If I'm not the only one with a deadbeat dad, I would feel way better about the situation, not gonna lie.
Don't get me wrong, my father is not involved in my life in a sense, but I don't think he's not involved in the metaphysical sense. Right?
What does that mean?
I'm suggesting that I don't think my father is a divine entity of any description.
Then how come your
Alright.
mom knows stuff?
Am I correct, mother?
My family has some links descended from, we know some Norse gods. I didn't think that Elspeth would be part of this, and she
Were you in like a cult?
No! No! My grandfather was not mortal.
Wait, so these guys haven't just screwed our lines, they've screwed our kids as well?
It depends how it all works out.
Oh my god.
They can choose people.
I just wanted dinner. I just wanted to have dinner, guys.
We can just
We
have
can
dinner.
just have dinner.
Let's do that instead.
Please. We can
Yeah,
just have dinner.
Let's change the subject. So,
Good. How's your studies going?
Oh, I lied to you about studying politics.
Oh, what are you studying then?
Oh, I mean, I actually did study modern history, but I'm a bartender
Oh,
now.
that's fascinating.
Yeah, it was really interesting, actually.
Oh.
None of them have asked me about it.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't. In our
Elspeth.
defense, we didn't have a huge amount of. How are you finding that? How is it going?
Well, after working there for 3 years with a very, very well-made fake ID,
I am not
which
hearing
we,
this.
of course, as a podcast, do not recommend our listeners use, then, I managed to accrue so much holiday that the manager didn't check I took off each year, that I've basically got 3 months off.
Nice.
I figured that's how long this would take.
I was kind of changing the subject back to, you were saying we never asked you about how was studying history, and
It was cool.
then you
I really
changed
enjoyed
back
it,
to
actually.
The impending.
What
Doom of the
period
world.
did you focus on? and you notice Maria has poured herself another very large glass of
Yeah.
wine.
And as she's doing that, Cleo is sort of going to swish around what's left of sort of her glass and kind of looking at it oh, there's nothing left in here.
Oh, yeah, no, Maria notices, she's just finished off that bottle. She sort of stands up, grabs another bottle of wine and pours you a full glass.
This is literally me and Will's mum at dinner.
Yep.
So I think Flora's probably just gonna talk about it a little bit because I don't know a lot about American history. But then
Okay, there's not a lot of it.
yeah, then she's gonna kind of circle back and be like, so, did you invite us for dinner just to tell us that you're like part of the club, or do you have much, or is this like another Raven situation?
Raven situation? No, I just thought it might be quite nice to invite Elspeth's friends for dinner. She's never invited, she never sort of had friends like this before.
Careful. Okay, good. You saved it there. I was concerned where you were going with that sentence.
I mean, I don't think if we didn't have Ellie with us, there is no way we'd still be alive, right?
Hey, you're not too, you're pretty handy to pinch yourself there, Flora. I wouldn't put yourself down too much.
Oh, but
You're very quick thinking.
I would have insulted a god for sure by
Well,
accident.
yeah, but it might have worked.
But yeah, no, you made a good person. Thumbs up.
Oh my god. I'm sorry about
Thank you.
this. I know you've probably got way too much on your plate already to be worrying about all this. Just we're looking after each other, and you don't have to worry about your daughter because of this any more than you already did.
I'm glad. Thank
Oh yeah,
you.
Cleo's a total badass.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Ellie's gonna be fine.
That she is.
I'd give her a little friendly nudge.
As you hear that voice, the three of you look round
Oh no.
and notice a figure leaning against the wall with a glass of wine in their hand.
I take the bottle of wine and just drink from it. Hey, man.
Not at the moment, but sure.
Cleo is like going to stand up and like pick up a knife and like death by teacup it into like a short sword.
Oh.
Like not in like a threatening way, just in like an I have a weapon if need be way.
Oh, darling, that's so sweet.
Who are you? Like, why are you here? Can't we just have like dinner without being interrupted?
I mean, sure, I thought I'd join you.
Oh, you're not whisking us away to end the world?
Well, I mean, when you're ready. And we're not technically... I suppose we are technically ending the world. But all we're doing is trying to free my child.
Me.
I'm sure you'd love to have a sword stabbed through your skull.
I'm like looking at Elspeth like, what, is she one of yours?
You recognise the figure. It is Loki.
Oh, right.
How did you get into my house? I realise that's probably a silly question, but it seems like a good place to
You're
start.
related to me, ish. I know where you are at all times.
I am deleting Find My iPhone after this. Mum? This is Loki. Loki, this is my mother. If you cause a scene, we will find some way to... I don't know. Something will happen afterwards that we'll do to you, and it won't be good.
Sure.
We'll find a way.
Look, you need us, because otherwise you wouldn't be asking us to do this for you, so we can just, like, not do what you say. And that'll like, impede you more than anything we could threaten to do to you physically.
But you signed a contract.
With certain stipulations.
Yeah. And what ones of those have I broken?
Well, clearly there isn't a clause in there about being a massive asshole.
Maybe we should have put a clause in about that.
Nice.
I mean, if that's the way you want to view it.
Well, would you like to sit down, or are you just going to stand there leaning against the wall the whole time?
I'll sit. Yeah, they pull out a chair and does the awkward across the floor. And they sort of lean across it, but they're sitting across the chair, arm on the back of it, one leg sort of up a bit, and sort of they're still drinking from this glass of wine, and they're just surveying.
Flora grabs the garlic bread plate and pulls it towards her away from them.
So, did you want something, or...?
I'm just waiting.
Waiting?
We've got somewhere to go after you've finished.
Well, yes, but I wasn't aware we were in such a rush.
If we're gonna end the world, at least we look ballin' doing it.
You do look good.
I know. Just continues drinking straight from the bottle of wine. I'm gonna look at Maria and be like, you okay?
How is Maria doing?
Yeah, good question.
Maria sort of looks a little frazzled, and she just stands up, goes to the fridge, pulls out a couple of bottles of wine, just puts them on the table, and then sits back down.
Oh, I would like to use a knack.
Yes, what do you want to do?
I would like to use my good listener knack, which means when I make casual conversation, which I'm going to continue to do with Maria, with an SGC, the character will reveal important information and it doesn't require a roll.
Nice.
I would use it on Loki, but I think you'd be like, no, you can't do that, they're a god, which is fair enough.
No, I'd say you could do it on... If you want to do it on Loki, you can. And you can trust the information, but it might not be all of the information.
Okay, no, I'd like to do that. I'd like to find out what's going on.
Of course.
Yeah. I'd like to be like, let's lay our cards on the table because this is a transactional relationship that we have going on here, and help us to help you. Come on, like, give us something.
What do you want to know?
I mean, I want to know if the mortal plane as we know it is going to be safe. That's my primary concern, considering I live here, people I love live here.
The mortal plane? Yes. That will be safe.
Oh, cool. Then let's release a dog. I'm suddenly way more fine with this.
Hang on. That was oddly specific.
Was it?
I mean, it's gonna hurt the gods or something, or the titans or whatever, but I don't really care about them.
Well, would that not have repercussions, surely?
They should think about how their actions affect other people too.
They're gods, why would they?
No, I think I agree.
This is my issue with them.
On principle. are you not kind of doing the same thing?
Oh,
I mean, you literally turned up at my house, uninvited, to whisk us away on a death cruise to the end of the world.
at least I'm giving you some warning.
And you're concerned about other people. Your warning is like a 2-hour warning of, hey, we're leaving soon.
I could have just done this. They snap their fingers. Fred and Professor Madison appear in the room.
Oh, we're gonna need more chairs, aren't we?
You might.
Hey guys.
Hi.
What is going on? Quiet. What?
Welcome to my home.
Are you just like gonna ruin everyone's evening tonight, or like?
It's
Madison?
better I ruin an evening than the world.
Yeah, because there are like some people I really don't get on with. So if you could like move on to them next, that would be great. Like I've got a list.
No, please don't invite them into my home as well.
No, I think this should be everyone for what I
Wait,
need.
I'm gonna again like look at Elspeth's mum like, everyone?
Oh, no. The 3 of you and these 2. You're fine. They wink at Maria.
Visibly not enjoying that.
Lucy, you also play Maria, you have to react.
Maria just looks so confused. So confused. Just sort of sitting there. Like, I think...
Mum, this is Fred and Professor
thank
Madison,
you.
who I probably mentioned, who are now also
I
here.
will... I said I was going to give you some information earlier. I will send that to you. I'm going to go upstairs.
Do you want to write it down and then...
You can sort out whatever is going here. Just, lock the door on your way out. Try not to break anything. That vase is very,
I'm gonna
very old.
try and...
Okay, I'm going to go.
Okay,
She
yeah.
takes one of the
I'll probably
bottles
pop in and
of wine
say
from the table and
goodbye.
walks upstairs.
Okay,
Goodbye,
bye.
darling. Goodbye, Elspeth's friends
you
and
soon.
others.
Yeah, definitely others.
Goodbye.
Bye, Miss L.
Right. Well, now you're all here. I suppose you want to sit down too? I think
Yeah,
Flora's probably left some garlic bread.
that'd be great. And
Flora, have you left any
Fred
garlic bread?
No.
reaches over and steals a little bit of food from the table.
Can I offer anyone a glass of wine? Or anything... Maybe anything stronger?
I mean, do you have any beer? Is that alright? Do you have a beer or no?
You know what? Actually, I do. Thank you for asking.
That'd be great.
I'm gonna go to the fridge
Thanks, E.
and... Sorry, E?
I mean, Elspeth, is it alright if I call you
No.
E? Or...
Yeah, I guess it's fine. I never thought about it before.
Cool.
Yeah, I just added to the list of new things for today. Okay, I'm going to the fridge. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm like big because that's been mentioned. I'm just doing this for flavour. With how people are sitting, Cleo is going to change seats, so Fred has to sit next to Flora.
Lovely.
Hey man.
Hey, how are you? You doing good?
I kind of like look at Loki and then look back to Fred and be like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely swell right now.
And Fred sort of leans into him. What are they doing here? And why was I magicked here?
Oh, they're gonna ruin our week.
Great.
I can shoot an arrow now though.
Great.
I pass Fred a beer.
That's
possibly
yeah.
longer than a week.
I'm gonna show Fred the photo again of Aranran doing like the ghost thing with the archery.
Looks
Haha.
fun.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Well, I mean, if you ever want to, learn how to sword fight, I'm quite good at that.
that would be really cool. But also, I go
Oh, you've actually got a sword though, haven't you, Flora? Like, why don't you do
Because-
that?
Yeah, Fred's a pretty good teacher, actually.
I feel, listen, if I get hit, if there are big creatures around me, I'm probably gonna die. I like staying out of the fray, I think, is the best move for everyone in this situation.
Fair, I mean, I can. I'm also quite good at throwing daggers, so if you ever want to learn how to do that, at your disposal.
Okay, circus boy.
And actually, like, I just think it would be really useful if everyone, like, spoke to each other about, like, our mythic backgrounds, so we've got, like, good coverage. Like, I'd already kind of planned that with Ellie, so, like Well, you two can always just have a chat about that.
We have a group chat.
I think Cleo means now,
Oh.
just to get it out in the open. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Cleo.
Yeah. Obviously, that's what I meant. And I'm going to lightly kick Elspeth under the table.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Yes.
All right. So sorry, Professor. Like, have you got a drink?
Professor Malison is there and he's poured himself a glass of wine and he's just like, yes, I have some wine. I'm just going to sit. Something will be happening soon, I assume, as there is a god in the room. I'm not overly comfortable with this. How are we all?
Have you two not met before? I sort of assumed you might have.
No, we have.
How did that go?
Yes, we have, haven't we? Oh, it was so much fun.
Does it seem like it was fun?
Malison looks a little
Okay.
stressed
Oh my god, are they
about being in the same room as Loki.
Backstory.
Can I try and read the relationship between them?
Did they?
Flora's
Did
trying to work
they?
that. That's exactly what Flora's trying to work out.
If you want to, anyone who wants to can roll me cunning.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm so bad at
Cunning
this. 2 dice.
Oh,
let's
I'm
go.
excellent at this.
I've got a little bit of.
Oh, I got a 1
leadership.
success.
I've got 2
8
dice.
8 dice.
One success.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, that's
Oh my
2
goodness.
successes, no exploding.
Ha.
All 3 of you, there's definitely some sort of tension between
Could be that, could be
Loki and
murder
Professor Manison. Very much of a vibe. I think maybe they were, or maybe something happened
Oh.
and they almost
Yes.
were. There's something definitely
Oh, no.
happening there.
Lou said not at all
I'm gonna
projecting.
write, open the notes app of my phone and write they totally hooked up and just nudge Fred and tilt the screen so he can read it.
So, that's right, I'll
Roll for Fred.
See what Fred rolls. He looks at it and just nods in your direction, and he's whispers, "Yeah, I feel something happened there.
Oh, Fred.
Yeah, something definitely happened there." But as he does it, he leans right into you and whispers in your ear.
Oh, Fred.
I don't know how Flora feels about that. She's just gonna take another swig from the bottle of wine.
Yeah, you don't have to. Loki surveys the room. Well, I think it's time we started with your end of the deal. You need to finish that. We need to go on. We've got a bit of a climb, if that's all right with all of you.
Can you change my high heels into sneakers?
Yeah, can you be more specific about anything, please?
I suppose I could,
Right.
if I will or not.
Okay.
I don't know. They snap their fingers, and all of you are wearing sensible hiking boots.
Aw, thanks.
Okay.
Am I gonna get my shoes back?
Cleo, you still have your fancy.
Nice. Yes, because I actually have an
Yes, you have a
advantage
special
on
pair of
these for
shoes.
climbing.
Everybody ready?
Do we
Need
have time
anything?
to go get our things, or
I suppose.
can you
yes.
just sort of snap?
What do you need?
Stick.
I have a large sword that is just upstairs,
And
but I
bow.
can go get it.
Oh, in that case, just go.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Again, there's another snap, and Elsa's gone upstairs to get her stuff. But Cleo and Flora, you now have all of your things that you would need on a sort of journey.
Whilst
Or
Elspeth's
magical
upstairs,
items.
I'm gonna, if there's any wine left in the bottle on the table, I'm just gonna put it in my bag.
Nice. There is some wine. left
Cool.
on the
Yeah,
table.
I just take it. Are people talking, or is everyone just quiet?
No, everyone was just quiet for a bit there.
Oh, cool. I think we were waiting in real time for Elspeth to go and get her stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, well,
Yeah.
she's not actually doing
Cool, let's
that.
go.
Instead of getting her stuff, Elspeth is going to check in on Maria.
Maria is okay. She's put something on Netflix and is just sort of sitting on top of her bed, a glass of wine and is just trying to ignore everything that's happened.
Hello. Sort of leaning into the doorway.
Hello, darling.
So, looks like we might be going on a little bit of an expedition. I thought I'd pop in and say goodbye before we are magically whisked away. Probably to, like, Norway or somewhere? I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
if you're
anywhere.
headed that way,
Right.
at the edge of the Arctic Circle, there is a pub, which I know quite ironically is called Valhalla.
Is everything a pub?
If you head there, you'll find some answers. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I wasn't told a lot by my parents, but hopefully there you can find some things out.
That's okay. Thanks for telling me. I'll make it over there and I'll send you a postcard, I guess.
That would be lovely, darling.
I don't know how the postage is from the Arctic Circle. We'll find out.
I don't think you'd have any problems.
Right. Yeah. There's probably magical post now and stuff.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There is. Right. Great.
I'll
See?
send you some details. Maybe you should try and get in contact with your uncle.
My uncle. Okay. I'll add that to the list.
He'll be there.
I just want to say goodbye, I guess. And I'll see you soon. Definitely see you soon.
See you soon, darling.
I'll be in touch if there's phone signal. Magical phone signal.
I've got something that might be able to help with that.
And then I'm going to go get the rest of my stuff and then head back down.
Nice.
Hey guys,
Well, is everybody ready?
Ready as we'll
Yeah.
ever be.
yeah, I think so.
Time to go. And Loki sort of leads you all out of the apartment, and you start walking. And you start walking out of Washington, but the topography doesn't make a lot of sense because you're walking up a hill, and it's a hill that shouldn't exist here. But you're definitely climbing. I should probably tell you a little bit about where we're going, yes? Would you like that?
Oh God, please.
Well, I was thinking we need to get to, well, one of the realms of the gods, Asgard, quite quickly. And I was thinking about the ways that would be, safe enough for you to travel. Because I was thinking there were certain ways that I could get there very quickly, but, you'd probably die, so I thought it probably wasn't the best way to go about things. And I mean, we could travel on plane, but Zeus isn't overly fond of me at the moment, so that might not work out overly well. But, how much do you know about Ra?
I feel like this is a Cleo question.
Cleo doesn't know anything, but Empress is still here with me, and I would imagine there would be some sort of reaction from her.
Yeah, Empress sort of
Cat
perks up a
noises.
bit and goes, meow.
Yeah, like a little bit, I think.
Well, yes. Of course, and Loki looks down at Empress, so of course you would know some. Ra is, the leader of the Egyptian gods. That whole pantheon. Like Odin is, I suppose, technically the leader of me and my lot. Though how effective he is at that is, his own thing. But Ra, some stuff happened, and he has a boat. We're going to travel on it overnight, and we'll get to where we need to go.
Is that?
Might be a
Wait,
bit
where are we going?
dangerous.
Why are we going up if we're going on a boat?
Well, we need to get to the doorway, of course.
The doorway?
And you're still climbing. And this mountain. It is a mountain that you are climbing now. And you can see, sort of at the top, there's this great arch. It carved into the mountain itself. And there's a river flowing into it. But it's not flowing from down the mountain. It almost seems to be making its way through the sky. And it's flowing into this archway in the mountain.
Yeah, physics definitely works like that.
Oh man, you know, this is why I told my mom taking science was useless.
It's magic and mythology. Physics plays no
Yeah,
part
that's what I was
here.
worried about, I guess.
I mean, gravity still exists.
Good. I'm glad some things never change.
I mean, at least it does here.
Oh, okay. So, the doorway, I assume we just walk through and there's no problems and everything's fine, yes?
No, not at all. We need to
Ah,
get up there and wait for the boat.
That seems easy enough.
yeah, like a bus, right?
More like the sun, but sure.
Did you pack us sunglasses?
Shouldn't be necessary. It's quite dark where we're going. Like it leads you and you clamber up to where this river flows into the archway in the mountain. And as the sun starts to set, you see a barge is coming along the river that's flowing into this mountain. And on the barge is a being made of pure sunlight. And as the barge starts to approach this entrance, the figure that has been was standing on this barge sort of sits itself down and lies on this raised platform. And you notice around you these figures sort of come out of the rock. They're almost ghostly. They're not quite there. And they help you up onto the barge as it goes past.
Oh, thank you.
And the barge starts to go down this river, and the lights go darker and darker until the only light is that there's this light that this figure is giving off that's picking out this underground river that's flowing. But it doesn't make any sense because it seems to be flowing forwards and forwards and forwards, and there's no way that the mountain you had climbed, it should have gone out the other side of the mountain, but it hasn't. And as you start to float, as the barge starts to go down this river and starts to go deeper and deeper, the shadows almost seem to get darker and darker and darker until the glowing figure, it doesn't seem to be giving off any light anymore because the shadows are so dark around everything. And all around you, there's this sudden blast of light as these snakes that have been at the side of the barge start spewing fire. And ahead of you, you can see a spiked gate with 3 serpents glaring down at the barge, spewing poison. And that is where we will end this episode.
Big fight next time. I'm gonna write that in my notes so I remember. That was cool.
Oh no.
You know, I wasn't expecting Egyptian stuff for this
I know.
little
I'm
section.
I'm gonna have to rename it in my notes.
It's a real curveball.
No,
I
this
like
is
it.
still the Norse arc, but I just thought I was going to throw some Egyptian stuff in at the beginning for funsies. Little detour.
Cool.
Little
So I
detour,
was thinking,
why not?
what's a fun way for you
I
to
like
do
it.
some quick travel from America to
As
Norway?
you do.
Yeah.
Yay.
Flash was like,
It's about doing the
Bifrost
fast
is
travel,
Not
right?
fun enough. Let's do
Yeah.
Jar's journey.
Yeah.
Let's
Rainbows
go
are
along
cool, but-
Ra's journey through the underworld. Yeah, the duat.
Let's go through literal death.
At
Yay.
the moment, passing through the watercourse of Ra.
Flora's literally just singing Ra Ra Rasputin in her head ever since they've mentioned Ra. That's like all she's doing.
Yes. Ra Ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
It's so
I
good.
love that song so much.
So I know I'm really excited to find out what's going to happen next. But Will, if someone else wanted to find out what would happen next, what would they do?
Well, of course, they can follow us for the latest updates, behind-the-scenes photos, polls, and all sorts of other good content, as well as a reminder of when our episodes come out with handy links at RWD_pod on Twitter. Alternatively, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Acast, or wherever else you get your podcasts at A Rendezvous with Destiny. If you don't know how to spell that, just look it up and Google will tell you.
What's everyone going to go do now? I'm going to sleep. I don't know about you guys.
EU.
Pretty much the same, yeah. I am tired.
Hi, tired.
My parents are watching Homeland, which we've been watching together, but I'm a little bit behind, so I'm going to go and avoid them so I'm not spoiled.
Is that still on?
My parents are watching Icarus, which is a cycling documentary.
We were about to watch that today.
A really good cartoon called The Infinity Train, because I've only seen the first season, but apparently there are 2 more seasons out.
Ooh, fun.
It's about a girl who's stuck on a train that literally never ends and it won't
recognise that
stop
name?
running. And she keeps going up and travelling through different cars, which are like different dimensions, and she has a ticket number in her hand that grows and changes.
This material is unofficial and is not endorsed by Onyx Path. We are claiming no ownership over Onyx Path intellectual properties, game systems, art or stories, which remain the properties of the rights holders. All characters, names and locations used are either public domain or are entirely fictional and bear no intended resemblance to their real-life counterparts. If you have any legal issues, please contact us directly. Thank you.